When it comes down to season 5 of The Boys, I've got one very important question that I need to be answered. Alright guys, so are we for Kimiko more or Firecracker? Kimiko's got that sexy, angry Asian energy thing going on, but there's something about Firecracker's accent and the fact that she flaunts her sexuality.
I think you're a sexist, misogynist dinosaur.
What? Look, if I'm gonna watch this show, I gotta have something to look at, because God knows the plot, which is filled with more holes in my self-confidence, isn't going to keep my attention. Episode 2 did better in that regard compared to Episode 1. The plot holes, I mean, but there's still some glaring issues that we're gonna have to go over. The Boys, Season 5, Episode 2. Let's talk about it. Episode 2 is mostly centered around Butcher's plan to create more of the soup-killing virus, so our team of heroes make their way to Erie, PA to an abandoned school where Samir is manufacturing it. One thing that I have an issue with here, and it's an issue that will persist throughout the episode, is the group's ability to go anywhere using the most conventional of means and never facing any resistance. At this point in the story, the United States is under pseudo-martial law, turning the entire country into a sort of police state. So, how did they get to Erie County, PA so easily?
What does that have to do with it?
No. He's got a point.
Erie County is approximately 2.5 hours, 175 miles away from the Rochester, New York camp that Huey and the others were being held at. How in the hell did they manage to stay on the road in a van through 2 states when Homelander's fire teams and security are literally everywhere without being spotted once? How did they manage to get into what's pretty much a VOD content creator house? Wouldn't that place be under lock and key? Everything else VOD has owned in the past has been, so why is that place so easy to get into? That may not be a big deal to some, but the show is really trying to enforce the sheer brutality of what's going on. How nobody is safe, how everyone and everything is being quantified and monitored. So having your public enemies 1, 2, 3, 4, and fucking 5 driving around without a care in the world undercuts the tone that they're trying to set.
He's out of line, but he's right.
And, oh lord, okay. Don't even get me started on the whole Gen V nonsense. Okay, I'm gonna get started on the Gen V nonsense.
Fuck.
Do not get me wrong, I am happy as all hell that old Black Girl Magic hasn't showed up yet, because if Homelander is the devil, she's Jesus Christ. And Gen V has gone completely out of its way to make her as overpowered as humanly possible without having to earn it. Because, you know, again,
Black Girl Magic!
But Gen V integrated the story beats of Season 4 of The Boys into it. There's constant references to Homelander and his tyranny, Vaught's tightening down on the university, and the main group of Gen V even joined the Starlighters. Because there's a big reveal during the finale that includes both Starlight and A-Train, signifying that they're all about to team up and bring everyone down. So, where the fuck are they? Emma could be helping with reconnaissance since she can do the whole Ant-Man thing. Polarity could have helped with setting up the virus containment facility because he can control metal. Jordan could have been more muscle. And Marie Sue herself could have brought A-Train back from the dead or killed Soldier Boy on the spot or, you know, pretty much whatever the hell she wants because that's how she's written.
Black Girl Magic!
I know they're gonna show up at some point. These writers are dumber than a box of Rachel Zegler's. But I have a feeling they're only going to when it's convenient to the plot, which makes their integration into the mainline story in their own show feel pretty cheap and manipulative. And I'm sick of shows doing that, aren't you? If so, consider liking and hyping this bad boy up, and if unfiltered, uncensored commentary is your thing, consider subscribing to the channel, because, yeah, that's what I do here until YouTube stops me, and trust me, they've already tried.
You're goddamn right.
On the note of Black Girl Magic, in case you're not annoyed with that subject already, Sister Sage is still doing Sister Sage things, being a narcissistic little asshat that's as smart or as dumb as the plot needs her to be. Seriously, you didn't foresee Homelander waking up Soldier Boy to serve whatever egotistical means he needed him to? I was 16 beers down, had already reached the point of shitting myself because the bathroom's too far away from the TV and there's no way in hell I was gonna make it there in time. And even I could see that was what Homelander was going to do. At some point, he was gonna weaponize the guy he's literally storing in his room to do something ridiculous.
No shit.
Has she stabbed herself in the head so much that she's retarded, or has she just had a bag over her head for the last year or something? There are some good scenes in here though. Truth be told, I like this episode more than I did episode 1, even though it felt kind of, fillery. But at least they did something with the filler, which is more than I can say for what I just previously watched. We get to see Homelander be humanized a bit while attending A-Train's funeral, only to recede back into his narcissistic ways and give himself an excuse for what he did. Frenchie professes his love for Kimiko and has an in-depth conversation with Starlight about his internal struggles and what keeps him going. There's the group conflict over the development of the virus, and the good having to sacrifice themselves for a higher purpose. Oh, and yeah, like I said before, Jensen Ackles returns as Soldier Boy, even though half of that conversation didn't make any sense. Like, hello? Homelander has done nothing but exclusively fuck you over, that's all he does, and you trust him after being frozen for however long?
Are you stupid? Are you a stupid person?
I don't give a damn what the reason he gives you is. 100% of the time, it screwed you. And what do you know? He screws you again by not telling you about the virus and now you're dead. Except not really, because I guess reasons.
Coincidence? I think not!
I think that's the biggest problem with this show. Whenever they make any kind of meaningful stride, may it be with a characterization, a plot point, or a big reveal, they take 20 steps back with something stupid that only exists to keep the plot moving forward. Like, why the hell are they using an elementary school to create the virus? Shouldn't they try to be somewhere smaller and more discreet? Why is Samir trusting Butcher? He cut off his leg, kidnapped him, lied to him in the past, and is lying to him right now, yet he's still making the virus. Why does Huey keep saying they need to stop Butcher, but he never does anything to actually do so? Why didn't they put the virus inside a secure container? Samir literally says the thing can kill pretty much everyone on planet Earth, yet they're treating it like a $5 footlong from Subway.
Are you retarded?
I could go on and on for another 10 minutes about all the conveniences, contrivances, and decisions characters would never make in the past, but they are now. But y'all don't want to listen to that, and I've got to go wash the pants I shitted in while watching this episode. I'm pretty sure things are about to get muddy.
Brother,
What do you think? Is Season 5 starting off stronger than Season 4, or are you just fed up at this point? As always, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Just remember, attack opinions, not people. We may be a bunch of degenerates around here, but there's some decorum to what we do.
am I wrong?
You're not wrong, Walter. You're just an asshole.
Anyway, I appreciate y'all for checking out my review. I'll talk to y'all later.